Hey there, Virgo. So in the middle here, oh, this card's been coming out a lot. Ten of Wands. What you guys need to, we really all need to do a lot of pruning and housekeeping and lightening our loads, getting rid of baggage. This could be emotional baggage, mental baggage, literally decluttering, letting go, usually though, of obligations and responsibilities and really prioritizing things and figuring out what truly is important. What do we truly need to hold on to and spend our energy on? Because if you spread it too thin, you're going to run out of fire. Our fire is going to go out. Um, so really taking a hard look at like where in your life is exhausting you? Where is it weighing you down? What things do you want to have more energy for, but you just don't feel like you do because other parts of your life are just sucking the life out of you? Let's see what Doreen says. Delegation, being able to delegate is another part of this card, and she gets to that by saying, ask for help from others. All work and no play, being weighed down by too many responsibilities. And we have the Four of Autumn, which is the Four of Pentacles. And this card worked really well with the Ten of Wands because this card, for me, it's about boundaries. The Anna K Tarot has a great depiction of this card, and it shows this man, and he's on one side of a stone wall, and he has all of his possessions. He has like these bags full of gold and possessions and things, and he's huddled down around them, like desperately trying to hold on to them. And then on the other side of the wall is his family, and they're kind of huddled together without him, without anything, sort of looking at him like, W2F, dude, like, what about us? So it can represent like a miserly energy in someone who's selfish, basically, and self-centered and materialistic. But for me, it's really about boundaries. And so he obviously, that description, that depiction in the Anna K Tarot, he's put up way too strong of boundaries, and his priorities are materialistic and not his family, like what he truly values. But I think it can be, this card can be expanded to be, if you're doing everything, if you're completely overburdened and you just get to the point where you're like, I can't do this, you may need to put up some stronger boundaries and define like what is your realm, what is not, what's your responsibility, what isn't your responsibility. Don't take on other people's crap, and find a way to lighten your load. And you may need to do that by saying, hey, you know what? I'm not hosting this year. I do it every year. I'm not buying a plane ticket to go see you because I do it every year and it's too expensive. And I want to save money so that I can go on a trip, with my family or whatever. Let's start putting up some boundaries and protecting yourself so you don't get completely overburdened. And it's time for probably some other people in your life to start picking up the slack. So let's see what Doreen says. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help out those who are less fortunate. So I'm just I'm just reading what she says. Something may catch your eye. That is not the direction I feel that I was going with these cards. But if something pops out at you, then it's meant for you. So go with that. Interesting. So for some of you, it is going to be some financial issues. But this card, again, for me, the Five of Pentacles, is feeling left out in the cold, feeling spiritually empty, feeling maybe feeling worried about money, feeling like, but it's more of a poverty mentality than necessarily being without. It's kind of like, oh, they have that fancy car, they have that nice big house, they have this and that, and it's sort of like keeping up with the Joneses. And and So this is sort of a perspective change that needs to happen. Like, you have a roof over your head, you have a job, you're good. Like, you have your health, you're good. So let's make sure you're not blowing things out of proportion. Everyone feels a little strapped around the holidays, but again, you may need to establish some boundaries this month, and just say, Mom, I would love to come and see you, but this month I'm not going to be able to come. I need to save some money. And if she wants to go into the whole guilt trip, she can come and see you. It doesn't have to be nasty or mean, but just sort of I need to look out for myself this time around and save some money, so I'm not going to be able to come. We can Skype, we can FaceTime, blah 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 blah. But it needs to. Things usually are not as bad as they seem with this card, and it's a little bit, sometimes we can be getting too negative. So here's again, it's that feeling of being overburdened, and it's just sort of maybe taking on a little bit of life of its own. Reach out to others for assistance. Poor timing for a career change. Feeling challenged by money issues. Princess of Swords. Here's the communication. You guys need to have a voice this month. Being assertive without being aggressive. I know it says undiplomatic, but that's a negative side of this card. But this is setting those boundaries and just advocating for yourself this month and communicating your needs. Lots of times, if we never communicate, people don't know. So resentment can build up, and you can start acting like, what jerks? They always do this, they always do that. Well, they may not know. You may make it feel like, oh no, I'll go to you, I'll do this, I'll do that. And they're like, okay. So you may need to just say, oh, I can't do it this year. And I bet you anything, they're probably like, oh, okay, no problem. Now, some people who have really strong boundaries themselves around themselves tend to blow right through other people's boundaries. I've come to realize, and they're just going to have to deal with it. And some people may get pissy, and you know what? That's their problem. If they can dish it out, they can't take it. Well, so, and usually they're the ones you have to stand up to the most. So it could take some courage to say something to someone this month, but just know, like, hey, here's where I'm at. Just state the facts without emotion, and then their reaction is their problem. Information that can help you, which may be also difficult to hear. Speak the truth with kindness. An indigo child or adult. The kindness is, hey, I'm overburdened. I need you to help out more. I can't take on that other project at work. I don't have the bandwidth. Oh, so this is a big deal for you. This is the death card. So there is some situation that you've let go on for way too long. And it's gone to the point where it's make or break it. You have to do something about it. You have to change it. You have to really make a significant change in how you deal with things in order to move forward, because it's really, weighing you down. Someone's walking all over you. And the death card is all about changing, letting go, moving on. Like, you got to stick up for yourself, and someone else can just, if they don't like it, you can't help it. You have to take care of yourself. Let go of the past, and ending that makes way for new opportunities. Time to move on. Time to move on. And the minute you make that decision, boom, here comes this Eight of Wands. So it's almost like the universe, your life is just waiting for you to get there. It's like, get there faster. Put your foot down. Take the load off. Put down all this stuff that you're carrying that you don't really have to carry. and watch how fast things move forward. And so it's a little bit have been being your own worst enemy and taking on things that you really probably didn't have to take on, maybe being a little codependent. So a month to really clean house, like really, really clean house, like not just a little adjustment here and there, but time to say in a very it's not an emotional way of speaking. It's just like my finances are this, so I'm not going to be able to do this because I'm saving for this. And if someone doesn't like it, that's their problem. They can give you money then. I need a job that respects my free time and not calling me at all hours of the night, as long as you're not a doctor and on call, because that's expected. I need a partner that steps up and doesn't burden everything with me or spend all my money but keep all of theirs for themselves, whatever it is. And once you get it, because this card can often be the straw that breaks the camel's back for me. Once you get it and you just stop. You're just like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore, and you communicate that, boom, the floodgates open, and you're just like, why didn't I do that sooner? It's like these opportunities come in, you feel lighter. It's like you can actually fly, like you can take your life, things really take off because you had been so overburdened by things that really weren't yours to be overburdened by. Okay, I think I got it all out. So this is going to be an awesome, I mean, you're going to be coming into the new year just like feeling like you've lost 40 pounds and you're just in fighting shape, ready to take on the world, that you can literally just soar, like your life is going to just take off. So that is so cool. I'll see you at the next reading. Thanks.